speaking on his suspension of public protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane, Cyril Ramaphosa says there's no conflict of interest hindering him from suspending her. The president has placed Mkhwebane on suspension pending the outcome of a parliamentary process to probe her fitness to hold office. Mkhwebane, however, has not taken it lying down, announcing that she will challenge that in court.
I took her representations and analyzed each one of them and wrote back that I thank her for the representations that she has made as to why she shouldn't be suspended, and I went through all of them, gave her a 9-page letter where all this is detailed, and I said on the premises that have been covered in the letter, I do not believe that there's a conflict of interest, and she had also said that there are either potential or pending investigations that involve me, and I said an investigation per se does not in itself create a conflict of interest because it may either turn out positive or negative, and she would have other protections as well.
Listening in on this is the South African Communist Party spokesperson, Dr. Alex Mashilo. Thank you very much, sir, for availing yourself this afternoon. Your position as an alliance partner on the situation?
Actually, the public protector advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane should have resigned a long time ago. If she did that, there would have been no need to suspend her at all. Next month, the 22nd of July, will mark exactly 3 years since that watershed judgment by the Constitutional Court that found her to have acted in bad faith, to have advanced falsehoods, and had said, including doing so under oath, and to have engaged in questionable methods of investigation. That was not the first judgment regarding the problematic way in which the public protector has conducted investigation. However, she did not learn from that judgment. As a result, there were other judgments that followed, including those judgments in which the courts were left with no option but to impose personal court orders on her directly instead of the office of the public protector. So if she actually looked at those court judgments, she would have realized that the way she carried herself and her investigation is completely and in fact irreconcilably incompatible with the person of the public protector. Imagine being found to be dishonest and lying by the apex court of the land. Definitely you cannot be our public protector. You can't be.
Many have questioned the timing of this suspension, and that question was also put to the president, especially in light of the complaint that was brought to the public protector's door by the African Transformation Movement. Do you suspect something peculiar, or everything is above board, just like the president has stated?
The suspension of the public protector did not take place instantaneously. It is not something that started a second before the president implemented it. It took a very, very long process. It was a long process in which the public protector has failed. And here we are talking about someone who advises other people to not take a remedial report to court, but to engage with it. We are talking about a person who has gone to court consistently, challenging Parliament and any decision direction, resulting in the delays that have occurred. So this is not something that emerged yesterday. It was a process. Those who do not think about processes and just think that things just occur instantly here would say there is a problem with the timing, because they are not looking at where the matter started. They are looking only at its culmination and the date on which it has occurred. So we dismiss that assertion in the strongest term. It is nothing but part of the factional maneuvers going on to defend the wrong things when actually we should be defending our country.
Dr. Mashilo, before we let you go, if you could please indulge us. We saw the chaos that ensued in Parliament over the past 2 days, and the President hosting a number of media outlets, answering a number of questions that were posed to him, but he will not be drawn on the allegations that are swirling around, saying that due process has to take place. Please remind us of the SACP's position on this matter of the Phala Phala game farm robbery.
We should have a single process of investigation. We cannot have parallel processes conducted by me, conducted by yourself, conducted by another person. We need a single credible process of investigation. And those who are investigating that should appear in that process. What the President said immediately when these allegations came out, the President said that he was prepared, and in fact he is open to fully collaborate, to fully cooperating with the investigative authority. He even gave clarifications. Last Sunday, he addressed the Limpopo ANC Provincial Conference, where he gave certain clarifications, and of which deal a blow to some of the allegations leveled against her. However, it is important, as he himself has said, to cooperate with the investigative authority. It is only that process that is legitimate. We do not want fractional processes. In addition, the President, as he himself has said, has stood up and approached the Integrity Committee of the ANC to say, here I am, I want to appear before you, and I want to table my side of the story. These are the credible processes. We don't want processes that go outside and where people find others guilty even before a process can start. That is obviously unjust.
So the SACP stands by President Cyril Ramaphosa at this moment?
The President, we noted the allegations, and not just the allegations, by the way, but the overall national context and the political spectrum within which these allegations emerge. We do so recalling how the South African State Security Agency was abused and looted and repurposed in pursuit of sectional agendas and agendas for which it was not established. We do so. But at the same time, we are worried about these allegations. That's why we agree with the President when he says he will fully cooperate with the investigative authorities. We will take the next step based on the outcomes of the investigations, and if there were to be court processes, also based on the outcomes of those court processes, not sectional or interpretations that are driven or underpinned by prejudice.
Dr. Alex Mashilo speaks for the South African Communist Party. Thank you very much for availing yourself this afternoon.